Hi, everybody. Stephen Kohler, founder and CEO of Audira Labs. We believe there are a lot of powerful parallels between the worlds of music and leadership, and believe that we can use music as a lens to amplify ourselves, our teams, and our organizations. And with that in mind, I wanted to talk briefly today about a question that I received from Authority Magazine. And the question reads like this: what are the top 5 tips that we as business leaders can use to lead effectively during these uncertain and turbulent times? My first tip is to listen. The first thing that we are trained to do in music, not too differently than the most effective leaders, is that of listening, deep, active listening. In music, we call it ear training. And it's important to not only listen internally to our organizations about what our employees and our teams are asking for, but also our external stakeholders like our customers. A great example of that is the disruptive and innovative company Tesla, who really listened carefully to what the market was asking for and came up with an innovative solution in the automotive market with cars that are both powerful and efficient. So really think about ways that you can listen actively. Second tip is think about ways that you can connect with your purpose during these challenging times. You know, we as musicians really think about ways that we can connect with the rhythm section, the key signature, if you will, to create greater impact. Organizations are no different. The best organizations connect with their purpose, their values, and their vision. A great example of an organization that's doing that beautifully right now, I think, is the company Bombas, which are making socks and donating a significant portion of their proceeds, including free socks, to that of the homeless community. And what I love about that is they've really thought about a greater purpose beyond shareholder value or bottom line. The next tip is ways that we as leaders in these uncertain times can co-create. In music, you might think of a jazz ensemble or an orchestra that recognize that each member of that group is part of a greater purpose, and everybody has a role to play. So think about in your organization, how can we lead together with shared purpose? Great example here is an organization in our backyard in Chicago named Iowa Labs that's an audio electronics company, and they literally invite their customers in to help co-create, enhance, and improve their features and benefits to their products very much in an open source fashion. Fourth tip is also taken from the music world, and that's the idea of improvisation. Miles Davis famously said there are no wrong notes, and we can certainly draw a lot of that metaphor today with ways that we as leaders can adapt and pivot, much like a jazz ensemble would. A great organization, of course, that I think is demonstrating that in spades is the idea of Netflix, which pivoted from beyond simply delivering DVDs by mail to that of streaming. And they really stepped back and asked themselves, what business are we ultimately in, and transform them with the expansion of the internet to do just that. Last but not least, we as leaders can really think about ways to remain accountable, starting with ourselves and then, holding our teams and our organizations accountable. A great example of that, I believe, is with the organization Zoom, where after experiencing a number of security breaches, the CEO himself essentially talked about that he was taking full accountability for the security breach and talked about ways that he personally was going to really improve and make sure that his organization did better in order to earn trust. I hope these 5 tips were valuable. Please share your thoughts. I would love to hear them. And until then, stay safe and keep adapting. Take care.